You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I make my mind, and it's always trials and tribulations.
Hey y'all, what's up? Today is April 12th and Cardi B is in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know why we decided to pick the Sunday show instead of the Saturday show, because the Saturday show was in Raleigh and it's an hour away from me, and the show in Charlotte, North Carolina is like 2 hours and 15 minutes away from me, and it's on a Sunday, and I have to work tomorrow. So I'm not really sure why we decided to go to Charlotte. I think it was because we always go to concerts in Raleigh and we don't go to the ones in Charlotte. And even based off of us going to the one in Charlotte, we had plans to do certain things, but based off of the time we got here, because we didn't plan to leave like early enough, we won't even really be able to do anything. I am here in Charlotte already at the, what is this, South Park Mall, I believe is what it's called. The mall opened at 12. It is 12:05. I do want to go to the Container Store. I also need to look for a shirt, and I need to get this French taken off my nails because I go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, April the 13th, and I can't go to work with these French tips on my nails. And so I'm gonna go do those little things. I am going to find me a brunch spot to eat at, and by the time I finish doing that, since it is already 12:05, by the time I finish, it'll be probably like an hour and a half. It depends on how long it's gonna take them to do my nails, and then I'm gonna go eat and then meet Toya at the hotel because check-in is at 3. Once we check in at 3 and go take showers, get dressed and all of that, then we're gonna go ahead and head to the concert because we want to kind of like pregame, and we don't want to get there when it's super crowded and traffic is really bad. The last concert that we went to in regards to Chris Brown, even though the show was literally 10 minutes down the road, it took us an hour to get there, and I'm not really sure why, but yeah, it took us an hour to get there. And so we're not going to try to, we learn from our mistakes, and so this time we are going to leave a little early. So based off of us checking in at 3, we should be ready by 4:30ish, leave the room by 5, and we should get there, I don't know, but the show starts at 7, and so I feel like that's enough time. And after that, of course, we're going to come back. There is an after party from 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Now, me and Toya both have to work tomorrow. I don't know why I didn't take the day off. I think I didn't take the day off because I had already been off all last week for spring break with Phoenix. So last Friday, which was Good Friday, Phoenix was out of school, and he'd been out of school all week, and I have been on go. And so I felt like when I was doing my leave for the spring breaks, I just ended it on a Sunday, not realizing that I was going to the Cardi B concert on Sunday, and I should have taken Monday off. I also think it was because I typically don't take leave on the weekends, and so depending on what I am doing, if my leave ends like on a Friday and I don't have plans for the weekend, I just end it on a Friday. But yeah, I just wasn't thinking. I don't know what was going on, for one. For two, when you do take leave, sometimes they try to put you on the staff duty calendar based off of you coming back and your leave ended on a Friday. And so I don't want to end up being on staff duty on a Saturday and a Sunday. Thankfully, and I'm happy that I did not get placed on staff duty, because I would have been upset. Like, what? I'm going to the Cardi B concert. And then that would have been like, well, Chief, you didn't put in leave for the weekend. You just put in leave until that Friday. Either way, we are here. I am here. I'm about to head inside. I've seen a few stores that I might want to stop by, but I don't want to spend unnecessary money, and so I'm probably not going to do that. I'm gonna just stick to the stores that I said I was gonna go to. I want to get this Mugler perfume that Cardi B has been talking about. I'm gonna go smell it in Sephora's and see what it's giving, and then I'll probably get it. Also, too, y'all, since I'm just a little ranting right now, I have been looking at my locks. I am tired of them being this color. I really want them to be back black. And when I went and got them dyed, they were black for like 2 weeks, and then they slowly started back turning to this bronze color that I got when I first got my locks dyed. It was like a copper color, and it was really cute. It just was not going with all of the outfits that I wore. So I went to go get them re-dyed back black, and the black was pretty much like a I guess you can say it was a rinse. I don't know. But all of the color was just washing out the black every time I would wash my locks or every time I would go get a retwist or whatever. And so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're going to eventually start back being black or what. But yeah. So that's pretty much what we have planned for today. Tomorrow I do go back to work, which I want to talk to y'all about that later, but I'm gonna show y'all some of my day. I'm gonna take y'all to the brunch spot with me, let y'all see the food and see whether or not it was worth it if you are in Charlotte, North Carolina visiting, and we'll go about the rest of our day and evening. And so I hope y'all like this video. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, click on that notification bell so every time I upload a video you will be notified. Give this video a thumbs up, and you can also share it. You know, it won't hurt. It won't hurt to share it. It won't hurt for you to post the link on your stories. It won't hurt for you to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It is what it is, y'all. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this day and vlog started. Hey y'all, what's up? Traffic is bad. I'm just getting on here giving y'all a little update. After I left the mall, because I technically couldn't find anything except for like a white shirt, I was like, you know what? It's time to go. Usually when you go to a mall, your first instinct is to be like, okay, what can I find from this mall that I probably could not have found at another mall? Thinking that the mall that we go to is going to be a different type of mall with different type of stores, and it never works that way. It's always still the same exact mall. Well, not mall, but it's still the same exact stores with the same clothing. I did go in Zara, and Zara had some stuff, but not based off of like the concert, and so I didn't want to just go into Zara and just get unnecessary things because we are moving, and I don't want to have a whole lot of things like that I accumulate that I have to get rid of. And so I ended up not getting anything from the mall other than like a white long sleeve shirt for the concert, because I'm trying to do like the school theme, if that makes sense. I'm trying to do like the schoolgirl theme, and so I did get like a white long sleeve shirt, and I was trying to look for a tie, but I didn't find a tie. So then I went to the Spectrum Center after I left to go ask, hey, like what time will the vendors be out so I can pretty much get a Cardi B shirt. So the security guard was just like, hey, we'll start having vendors set up at 6. When I went out there, there were people setting up like balloons and everything. Like it was really cute, pink. Cardi B, right? They were setting up like balloons and everything, so it was nice. I don't think that's what Cardi does, but she be doing something. And so they said, well, oh, you know, somebody will be out here around, like all of the vendors will be out here selling t-shirts around 6, and the doors will open at 6:45. So based off of the guard telling us that we can come back out at 6 because that's when all of the vendors will be out there promoting t-shirts and stuff like that, then we're gonna try to go ahead and get dressed and head that way to go get us a shirt to find for the concert. But we don't know if we're gonna drive or if we're gonna Uber. I feel like if we Uber, it's gonna be expensive, but I feel like if we drive, we're not gonna find a good parking spot. And after the concert, it's going to be extremely hard getting an Uber back, and we have to pay for parking, and we might not find the parking. So we don't know what we're gonna do yet as far as like driving. But I did go to the Waffery, and I picked up us a pecan waffle and shrimp and grits with scrambled eggs. And so when we get to the room, or when I get to the room, that's what I'm going to be eating. I'll let y'all know how the food tastes on the back end. It is currently 2:52, 14:52, and my GPS says I will get there in 9 minutes at 15:01 or 3:01 p.m. So of course, take my bags out of the car, take the food out, eat, shower, change, and head back down to go to the concert. I just don't know, or we just don't know how we're going to get there yet. And so that's pretty much what happened at the mall. Didn't find anything. They had stores like Gucci, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, Coach, pretty much all the same stores that you would find in the mall, right? And yeah, the traffic is pretty bad. Even the Waffery restaurant was pretty crowded. Like you could tell that people were there for something specific, you know, like everybody is there for the concert. And I'm pretty sure like when there's not concerts or things happening, that is not as crowded. So it is to be expected. The wait time for my food was like 20 minutes, so it didn't take that long to get me a food, and I also got a drink. But this is pretty much it, y'all. I'm trying to like make sure I pay attention to the traffic. My car is driving me, but I still have to pay attention because it'll like signal for me to grab the steering wheel, or the signal and tell me to pay attention to the road. So I pay attention to the road so I can make sure that what the car is doing is what it needs to do. So I still won't get into an accident, even though the car has a camera and all this good stuff. So I'm driving, the car's driving, and that's pretty much it. And I don't know if I'm gonna let y'all see my outfit, because y'all know how it is when you are trying to get ready for something and you're trying to take pictures with your phone. Right now I am recording using the DJI. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out with me trying to take a picture or record my outfit, but I will always post pictures on my IG. So follow me at AmeliaG5587 on my Instagram if you want to see what I wore to the Cardi B concert, or you can follow me on my TikTok, which I will link down below if you want to see stories. I might do a post, I don't know yet. Just depends on how I'm feeling and how the outfit comes together. I did forget to bring a purse, and so I don't know if I want to take my DJI to record, but I took the string and everything off of it. So the string helps with holding it around my wrist, and so I still want to be able to have a good time. And then after that, I think we're going to be going to like an after party or going to the club, and I don't want to have it and we end up Ubering, and then I don't have nothing, I can't do nothing with it, you know, it's just hanging and dangling. So I'm gonna just be honest, I feel like we should just drive, because we can pretty much predict what time we're going to get there, what time we're going to be able to leave. It'll just be hard for us to find a parking spot, which at least once we do find a parking spot, we'll know that we're there, if that makes sense. But either way, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and start rambling on at this point. I am almost at the room or the hotel, which is 5 minutes away, and I will keep y'all posted on how the concert goes and my outfit and all of that good stuff, and the food and how it tastes if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area.
High volume, high volume.
Come rewind it. Girl, I get the money if you make you mine. If you're loving every night, you make you mad. Not only you give me love, but make me nice, nice, nice. I feel make you mine. Girl, I love you, cause I never make you mine. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my light. If you paranoid, then I'ma spend the night. Girl, I love it every day. Time I dance with you, my money I go pay. For your love, I go pay. It ain't making my DJs. I feel it for you every day. When you call, run it back on replay. For your love, I go pay. For your love, I go pay. Make a psycho, make a traffic psycho. Baby, every night, say I go drive me psycho. Every duty, don't they make me mad. Make you sing to the mic. When I come girl, you are that looking in your eyes, oh. Show you many things you can utilize, oh. If I say I love you, then I tell you like, oh. Show you everything when I put the nice, oh. True that make you utilize, oh. Yeah, when we call it, we go revive, oh. Give you many things, we put it, make you dance, oh. Yeah, it'll make you back up with this standing mic. If it's phone ring and he never call you back, you should leave him. Let me put some money in your bag. You don't need what I mean is if he do you bad, ain't no reason. It ain't where you been, girl, it's where you at, where you at. Look at that loving every day. Time I dance with you, my money I go pay. For your love I go pay. It ain't making money days. When you call, run it back.
Oh Lord! You just said the opener? Okay. All right. Hello, there's 3 here. All right, ready and go. Okay. Fabulous. Thank you.
L. She's a beauty, very
Oh man, I love Eagle City. I remember when I used to come over here in 2014 to CIAA to get that money. Bitch, me and my friend was stripping down here in CIAA, bitch. And now I'm selling this that shit the fuck out. Look at that. Y'all love me back then and y'all still love me now. But life, no matter how much you want to make it about it, it's still about a competition. Bitch, you compete with that bitch at work. You compete with that raggedy bitch that be fucking your nigga. And today, Charlotte, you won't be competing with Raleigh. We gonna see which city really got the best motherfucking crowd. So I'ma stretch my pussy out so I can give you a good show. And you gonna take a shot right now, take a shot. If you over 21, if you under, bitch, don't blame it on me. Don't say I didn't tell you to do nothing, bitch. And you gonna hype me the fuck up and we gonna have a good time. Let's go.
Better you were, how you used to think. Now all you do is apologize for everything.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Hey y'all, I just was watching a military influencer. His name is Sergeant Thomas, and he has 188k followers, and he was making military content for a long time. So he's the OG. He yeah, we all have been on his military journey with him. And my husband sent me this video because I have questioned myself a lot of the times, and I know I'm out of regulations, y'all. So I went to go see Cardi B last night, which was Sunday. Today is Monday, and I am going to work. I need to go to the nail place, which is Sassy Nails and Spas, the place I always go to see Kevin, and have him take this off my nails. And so I won't be going into the office with this French tip on my nails. Now granted, I am in my car, but I'm not out and about with this color on. So I apologize if anyone is taking this in a sense of, oh, she's not in the correct uniform or she's out of regulations and all of this stuff. But I wanted to get on here and pretty much talk to y'all about me not wanting to do military content also. And it's a little conflicting. I ain't gonna even say it's a little conflicting. It's a lot of conflicting because we are in the military, right? So for those who make military content, we base the content that we do based off our everyday lives, what we go through, the experiences, the soldiers, the regulations, the changes, the updates, and the knowledge that we have. And sometimes we make it funny, sometimes we make it educational, sometimes we just, you know, it is what it is, right? So we do it because, for one, we love it, we have a passion for it, we want to let others know, we want to teach others, we want to mentor others, we want to inspire others. But like Sergeant Thomas was saying, it's like I'm over talking, not just me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people or soldiers that are out there that are making military content eventually get tired of making the military content because it's just like, okay, why do I need to talk about a regulation that got updated? Like, you can see the regulation yourself and know that it got updated and changed, and you need to understand what that means for you. You know where you want to be in your military career, so why does it take for me to make a video for you to be inspired? Why do me talking about how to put in a warrant packet or whatever the case have you feeling like, okay, now I can do this? A lot of the things or a lot of the videos that we do post inspire other people, but mentally it gets draining because a lot of people more so comment negative things versus positive things. And then you have the leadership who comes to you about it also, and it's just like, this ain't even a battle worth fighting. I don't need to be fighting you about, whoever that leader is, about why I posted a video on nails, or why I posted a video in regards to a trend that I jumped on, and it just so happens I was in my uniform. So a lot of things do get taken out of context when we do military videos. And I've never wanted to jeopardize my job and my career based off of making military videos. It's not that serious for me. But like Thomas said, you want to branch off and do other things based off of your personality and based off of the things that you are currently doing in your life. And you just don't know if people will rock with you based off of how you started doing the military content versus you talking about your personal content in your life. Now, I feel like even just saying that out loud, it shouldn't even matter. Like, who cares? Like, if I post something about going to see a Cardi B concert and you like it, then you like it. If you don't, then you don't. And I mean, you don't have to. It's not like someone is forcing you to like content that somebody posts. I, for the most part, love posting content. And I do it because, for one, I might not be here tomorrow. I may be gone tomorrow. And so at least those people who have followed me or who rock with me, and those of you who don't, will know what type of person I was. We'll have something to look back at. We'll have something to say like, oh, she used to be, you know, she was very inspiring. She was a mentor. She was a warrant officer. She did this, she did that. But she also had 2 kids, and she was married, and she's been married for 12 years. And her son is going to college. And Phoenix has his name because they were stationed at Fort Huachuca, and he was born in Arizona. And so his name is Phoenix. And oh, she has a mom, but her grandma passed away, and her uncle passed away. And oh, she fell out with one of her family members because of a will. And like, y'all will pretty much know everything about me when I'm not here tomorrow. And I'm not saying that, you know, because when people pass away, like, eventually over time, everything that you knew about them just fades away. But I still want to be remembered in a good way. And I'm not trying to be like a people pleaser or anything like that. But a lot of people just love making content. It can just be simply people love making content. There are content creators on here who do it for a living. It just depends on what you are trying to achieve. And I have just only wanted to achieve being motivating, inspiring, and letting people know about my personal life, because I do love and value my family a lot, okay? And so I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. I will come on the back end and tell y'all how the Cardi B concert went. I'm gonna go get my nails and stuff changed. I'm gonna go grab me some coffee. I should get back from Charlotte to Fayetteville around 12. I'm gonna go to the nail place, get my nail polish changed, and be at the office right at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna grab my Starbucks, go get my nails, and then I'll keep y'all posted based off of how the Cardi B concert went, probably tomorrow. And so I hope y'all enjoyed this video, this vlog so far, because I'm trying to get better at editing and things like that. And so, like, just with me talking right now, it's just me posting content, talking to y'all about what I got going on. I mean, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to share it. And, you know, people are just satisfied with not even being on social media. People are just satisfied with not liking posts or looking at posts but not even feeling like liking it, or whatever the case may be. People have their own personal reasons, and that's okay. But I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. You know, be blessed, stay safe, and all of that good stuff. And always remain positive. Know who has your support. Make sure you are supporting those that support you. Make sure you communicate. Make sure you are doing good and not being lazy at your job. Make sure you are being a great parent. Make sure you are being a good child, an aunt, uncle, all of that good stuff. And so at this point, I'll stop rambling and I'll go ahead and talk to y'all later.
I've never heard of my I swear to God.
I want this. Oh my god. Look at the little girls on the front. That's so cool. Slow riding early. They toddlers who trick down pedal cars and strollers while teens start modifying bikes and wheelchairs. That's incredible and beautiful.
Hey y'all, what's up? So it's kind of hot. I'm in DC. It's 90 degrees and my throat is dry. I thought my feet were going to be good. I have on slides or sandals. And so my recommendation, if you come to DC and you plan on walking around for a long time, to bring you some comfortable shoes. And in regards to comfortable shoes, I was trying to figure out what kind of comfortable shoes would be comfortable. And I'm going to say Hoka's or the Nike Huaraches, which are extremely comfortable on my feet. I do like those. But I'm out here trying to look cute. And even though the slides feel good initially, the sides of my toes, like my pinky, started rubbing. And I was like, time to go get in the car. And it's extremely hot. And I feel like I started melting or sweating. But I went into the museum, which is called the, let me see, I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. So let me see. Smithsonian National Museum of American History, and the admission is free. You don't have to pay for anything. And I pretty much went in there to see the Nipsey Hussle chain that they have on display. They also have his crew neck Crenshaw in the navy blue or royal blue and gold lettering, and they had like a scan link and some history on Nipsey Hussle if you are interested in coming to DC. I'm about to go find me a brunch spot. Of course, I looked up brunch spots on TikTok, and so I'm gonna go there to see what it is given. I'm starving. I haven't had any breakfast. I mean, I pretty much did have a warm cheese Danish in my latte, but now it is 2 o'clock and I am starving, and so I'm gonna go eat and then look around some more. But the way my feet is feeling, I don't think I'm gonna be able to walk around no more. I might just drive by and look at some things, or either drive by, and if it's something that I really want to see, then I'll get out. But trying to find parking here is difficult and hard as well. It's ooh, excuse me, y'all. It's like so many people here. I guess, well, of course you can consider DC to be like a tourist attraction or whatever. So it is a lot of people. So just keep in mind, I recommend that when you get here super, super, super early when everything is starting to open, because you will have to find parking. I did pay for 3 hours of parking and it was $6. And so I don't think the parking price is that bad. I'm leaving because my feet is hurting. But DC, this is not my first time coming here. Every time I come, I feel like I see something new, because the last time I came here and I came to this museum, I came to this side of town. I don't think I came to this museum. I went to another museum. I think it was the African American History Museum or something. I forget what it called, so don't get mad at me and beat me up, y'all. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day here in DC. I'm gonna head home, and then Monday I have to go to South Carolina. Not really sure if I'll tell y'all why, but just know that I have the day off on Monday and Tuesday, and I will pretty much chop it up with y'all some more and get on here and tell y'all how my week and my weekend went. And y'all just keep watching and stay tuned.
Bob Marley.
I did reference my notes based off of my last appointment with you, and you told me I needed to recognize my thoughts and then write them down. What am I thinking? And then you wanted me to follow up in a week, which I couldn't last week. But some of the things that I did think about was work related. Hey y'all, what is up? I am back, and I wanted to tell y'all about my weekend when I went to go see Cardi B on April the 12th, which was a Sunday. And I also want to tell y'all what I did on April the 18th based off of me being in DC. Sunday, I was already off, and so I went to the Cardi B concert. But before I went to the concert, I went to the mall. Didn't find anything in the mall other than a white shirt to go with my outfit. And then I went to Waffery, or the Waffery. Food, hands down, was so good. And y'all know how people do reviews, and y'all feel like the reviews don't be really good reviews based off of the food, or like the food don't go with the reviews. I'm gonna just tell y'all, this is my opinion. I was starving. I felt like I was about to pass out. I got the pecan waffle, and I also got the shrimp and grits. My grits had American cheese in it. You can see that it had pepper sprinkles on top, so I'm pretty sure they added salt as well, so salt and pepper. And then they had chives on it, and then my shrimp was grilled shrimp. And so I had a pecan waffle with cheddar cheese, shrimp, and grits. So good. When I got back to the room, I completely forgot that I was supposed to have been showing y'all what my food looks like. But when I say I went to the Waffery and I was not disappointed, the food was really good. I ate everything, y'all, and I was so full. And I also had a mixed drink, and the drink was good also. I did get extra food, and so I think I ended up paying like $50 total because I was getting something for Toya as well because she was meeting me back at the room at 3 o'clock. Got to the room, ended up doing like a little quick view of the room. I will be staying there again, so I'm taking my mom there for Mother's Day. The room was just hands down nice. The bar, the lady at the bar making us our drinks was extremely nice, and I think the drinks were reasonable in price. I think it was like $15 per drink at the bar, or either $20 for a mixed drink at the bar at the hotel that we stayed at. And I will link down below what hotel we stayed at. But great quality, is really nice. I think it's a new hotel, and so if you're on the side of want to stay at a new hotel, this one is for you. I'm not really sure when it was built, but it's a nice hotel. It's within like a 15-minute drive to the Spectrum Center, and so the hotel that Toya thought she got us, which is by the Spectrum Center, is called the same name as a hotel we stayed at, but it just so happens we ended up staying like 10 or 15 minutes from the actual Spectrum Center. So it's two hotels that have the same name, but they're located in different areas. And so if you are trying to stay at like close in proximity to the actual Spectrum Center, then this is not the one that I'm talking about. But again, they do have it. I don't know what those rooms and stuff looks like. I'm just telling y'all about the one that I went to. Spectacular, amazing, nice, everything. I'm actually going there again, like I said, to take my mom for Mother's Day. Now, Cardi B turned up. My ticket was $180, I believe. I felt like I spent every penny that I worked hard for on this ticket, and it was very well worth it, okay? She was shaking that ass. She had a twerk contest. She gave out $5,000 to whoever could shake they ass the best, and somebody was shaking and they titties popped out. Listen, the show was a good show. Cardi B, hands down, did a great and outstanding performance. You know how when you go to a concert and you know every song? That's what Cardi B did. She's like, listen, I know what y'all want. I know what y'all like. I know what y'all want to hear. She was being funny. She, was doing like a little comedy skit. She just overall was a great performer. And I felt like all $180 that I earned and I paid for was very well worth it. And if Cardi ever has another concert, I will most likely go to it. No regrets. And honestly, when you are going out to do these type of things, you pretty much are like having fun. You don't even have to pay for the most expensive ticket to have fun. Just pay for what you can afford, do something, go out, have a good time. I think me and Toya got one drink, and between the two drinks that we did get, because I got one and she got one, it was $60. And so a mixed drink at the Spectrum Center was $30 per person. So I spent $60 and I left him a tip. because I paid for Toya drink. Didn't have no issues with that because she was paying for my stuff. I was paying for her stuff, whatever. But if you do go to a concert, just know that you should pregame because when you get inside, the drinks are going to be expensive. So that was the Cardi B weekend. The very next day, which was Monday, I had to go to work, but I ended up not going to work. So in my previous video, or based off of this video, I didn't even get my French tip. I didn't even need to get my French tips changed, which means I did not even need to be in my uniform. But based off of the planning, I still brought my uniform just to be on the safe side so I wouldn't have to go all the way home, shower, change. And I showered when I left the hotel Monday morning. I was in my uniform, but I ended up still getting my nail color changed, but I didn't need to because I didn't even go to work. Ended up not going to work because we had somebody come in to look at the plumbing or the electrician because we are selling our house. And so they came and then someone else came. I just can't remember what they came for. But either way, I didn't end up going to work because I, hit my unit up and was like, hey, I have this appointment scheduled for this at this time. My husband pretty much told me and I didn't even know. But of course, I volunteered to go home and be at the house while these people were looking at our house based off of whatever inspections were needed for us to sell our home because he's a civilian. They don't let him be off like how, the military works with us and let us be off. And I also let my leadership know like, hey, I have these appointments, but I do have my laptop and I will be on my laptop. Now, that pretty much summed up Sunday and Monday. I had a great weekend being in Charlotte. Again, I am going back to the same restaurant, to the same hotel with my mom for Mother's Day. Fast forward the 18th, which was last Saturday, I went to DC, had a really good time. I went to the Smithsonian. I went to, this is my son, Jaden Texan. I went to the Smithsonian Museum. Great museum. I didn't spend time walking through the entire museum as I went there specifically for one thing, and that was to see the Nipsey Hussle display. I did see the Nipsey Hussle display, but I also looked at some other things, but my feet started hurting because I had on flat slides and they were not thong slides. They were just regular slides, and my pinky toe on both of my feet started like sliding, which meant my feet started hurting. It was just too much. And so if you are planning on going to DC, go early. Plan ahead what you want to do. Get good parking. Parking when I went to the museum was $6, but then when I went downtown, because it was a baseball game going on, parking inside the parking garage was $60. I'm lying, it was $50. So I paid $50 for parking downtown, and I paid $6.90, which $7 when I was by the museums. But I actually had really good parking by the museum. Either way, I'm not complaining about how much it cost because I actually had a good time. I went to Gatsby to get food. My food was good. Again, I got shrimp and grits, and then I had some mac and cheese. Didn't like the mac and cheese, and so if you do go eat at Gatsby's, their mac and cheese is basic. The shrimp and grits was really good. The plate, I cleaned it. If I could have licked the plate, I would have licked the plate, but I did not because who does that? That's nasty. But that's just how good the food was, right? And so that was my weekend in DC, or my weekend day, because I only went Saturday. And then I got home pretty late, around 11:30ish. And Sunday, we pretty much chilled. We caught up on some chores around the house. My husband cut the grass. We spent some time with Phoenix and boom, boom, boom. And then fast forward, Monday, I had to go to South Carolina with my mom. No issues there. Of course, there's always going to be issues when you go home because family like to talk shit. And I don't like to curse. I'm working real hard on not cursing. But family like to talk trash, right? So ignoring the shit talking or the trash talking. Don't even care. So what I have coming up in the next week or two is we have a ball on, let me see. And so this Thursday coming up, because I'm going to end this vlog with going to the ball, is Thursday morning. We have training from 9:30 to 10:30 with the S4. And then we have WOPD training from 11 to 1400. And then I have a ball committee meeting at 15 to 1600 because we have our brigade ball coming up. And then I'm gonna go try to get my locks done and some type of updo. I'm gonna go get my nails done. I'm gonna get a pedicure all on Thursday, y'all, and try to make it to the ball. I know I'm not going to be on time. Now, the ball that I am going to this Thursday is our battalion ball. The ball that I am sitting on the committee for is our brigade ball. And so it's 2 different dates. We have one on Thursday that starts at 1900. I'm gonna probably be late, get there by 20:30. I'm not going to even stay long. I think I'm gonna just stay there to eat my food and then I'm dipping out because I'm so exhausted, y'all. I need a break. I need to catch up. I need a whole lot of things, and a vacation is not one that's coming up here in the near future. But that's pretty much Thursday. And then Friday, we supposed to be off because of the ball on Thursday. And then this weekend, I'm going to try to just relax, catch up, figure out my life, figure out some things that I want to do with my mom for Mother's Day, which would pretty much be going to eat at the Waffery, getting massages, going back to the room, relaxing, probably going to get, I think I said a massage. So we're going to get a massage and all of that good stuff. And so if you don't have plans to do something with your mom, then do something for your mom. If you're not in the close area, send her something. Go ahead and plan ahead of time. And, just be thankful and grateful because some people don't have their moms today. And I'm trying to do as much as I can with my mom before we leave to PCS. And so that's what I plan on doing for Mother's Day. My birthday is coming up on the 5th. I don't think I'm going to be able to be off, but I'm going to try my best only because my birthday is on a weekday. Now, typically, I always have my birthday off, but my battalion XO said no. And I'm not complaining. It is what it is. I'll just find something to do the following weekend or the weekend of Mother's Day for myself on my birthday. I also plan on getting that new DJI Osmo Pocket 4. And then right after I finish talking and chatting with you guys, I am going to go over to Starbucks. I was already in the Starbucks parking lot, but the sun was shining so bright. It was like a glare on it. Kind of like the glare that you see right here, but the glare was worse. It was like going this way, going that way. And so I pretty much came to the parking lot of Walmart to catch up and chat and talk to y'all about how the past 2 weekends have went. And so I think I'm done talking right now. There's something else that I want to talk about and vent about, but I'm going to save that for a different day because at this point, this has been a lot of me catching y'all up on. I do have my notes because I did go to counseling, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on this vlog because at this point, I have just been rambling on and on and on. But long story short, based off of my counseling is that I have high standards and high expectations, and it's making my everyday life worse than what it should be because there are people that do not even care about the things that I care about based off of my high expectations. And so I don't know if I'm going to end this vlog with talking about that because I had already said that I was going to end this vlog with me going to the ball. I don't even want to go to the ball, y'all. I paid for my ticket. I just feel like I'm so stretched thin and I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired that I need to catch up. But I don't know if I don't go to the ball on Thursday, if I'm going to be off on Friday. And so I don't want to not go. And then I still have to come to work on Friday because Thursday is pretty much an all-day event anyway. At 9:30 training, 11 training, 3 o'clock another meeting for the brigade ball, and then at that point it's going on 1600. So I pretty much worked a full day. So regardless if I go to the ball or not, I'm still going to have a full work day on Thursday. But I'm not sure that if I don't go to the ball, if I will have Friday off. I mean, I did pay for my ticket, so you would think that I would be able to be off. I just don't know yet. So, and in regards to my locks, y'all, I don't know what the hell is going on with my edges. I don't like yelling. I don't even like seeing people yell on their videos, but my edges, I stopped using Rogaine for like 3 weeks and my edges started falling back out. And my doctor told me like, look, you need to use Rogaine every day. And I'm like, why do I need to use Rogaine every day? So boom, using the Rogaine every day. And I stopped using it for like 3 weeks and now my edges. Hi, Phoenix. What do you need, man? Yes, sir. No, not yet, Phoenix. I'll call you back call me back in 2 minutes, okay? Love you. Huh? Yeah, so you said you wanted a ham and cheese croissant and you said you want that vanilla bean frappuccino? Okay, so that's what I'll get you, and I will see you shortly. All right, love you. Bye. So that was Phoenix, y'all. I'm getting him Starbucks also. But yeah, my edges just been falling out. And I told my husband, like, hey, babe, I want to go get a hair transplant. And he said, I support you. I don't mind you getting a hair transplant, but can we PCS first? Let's get to our next duty station. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I just wanted to be over with. You know, like sometimes people rush and do things. I already know that I'm going to have to cut my locks off. I don't know where I'm going to have to cut them off at, but I already know I'm going to be without a certain spot of hair in the middle, depending on where they take the hair follicles from. But so when I had Phoenix back in 2016, my edges were so nice, like full. And then I had them and they just started coming out, and people experience postpartum hair loss or whatever, but my hair fell out and it just has not been coming back. I have been wearing these tight styles. I have been getting these retwists, and granted, the retwist is my fault, but I don't want to walk around looking crazy or my hair looking bushy, because I have gotten talked to about my hair before, and I'm an officer, so I feel like I have to look a certain way and my hair has to be a certain way, even if it is causing me to pull my hair. Now, the doctor did recommend that I cut my hair off. I wear wigs or whatever to prevent the hairstyles, but wigs are irritating when they sit on top of my head. It's hot when they sit right here, like it's irritating. I just don't want to do it. One of my homegirls that got out a while ago, she used to wear wigs and she used to pull the wig to the back and be scratching and all of this, and I just used to look like, you doing that at work? And she didn't care at all. Like, and I'm not saying that I do or don't care what people have to say, but I just choose not to wear wigs. And so right now I am working on growing my edges back. I done started back using the Rogaine. I got a 3-month supply, so hopefully my edges start coming back in like they were before. But y'all, like, that's what I'm going through right now. That's what I'm experiencing. And we are going to go ahead and head to Starbucks. Now, I always get the same thing that I get from Starbucks: my caramel iced latte with coconut milk, a extra shot of espresso, brown sugar cold foam, and caramel drizzle. Always the same. It will never change. And if you don't know what my Starbucks order or drink is, and I will link it down below. Not link it, but I will tell y'all how to order it. And I did say on my previous video how I ordered it also. But enough of that rambling on and on. Ow. But enough. I'm from South Carolina, but enough of me rambling on and on. I'm gonna go ahead and head to Starbucks and catch up with y'all on the back end. Valid. No, I never pressed it. Took a month to make it to my lobby. It can't be prime.